shortly, but one of the things that everyone says about you, Al Washington can recruit.
Yeah.
So a chance to flex a little bit.
Yeah.
Don was like, hey, Harold Landry.
Yeah.
It's like, hey man, you know how they talk about that dude being a first round pick? You know who recruited him? Al Washington.
Yeah, I did, and love Harold, man. He's like I won't call him a son because I'm 33. It's like a little brother. I talk to him often, but yeah, you know, the thing I love about recruiting is the bonds you can create, and it's not fake. You know, I don't feel like you can do it fake. I think, you know, A, kids pick up on it, but B, why are we doing it? Like, I'm recruiting because I literally, in my heart, believe that this opportunity is going to change your life. And I believe that. And I believe that with Harold. And Harold, you know, he was a highly recruited kid. You know, initially he wasn't.
Right.
He started slow. And through the time, you know, that I was able to recruit him, we established a bond, but he took off. I mean, he had everybody from Ohio State to Auburn to Clemson to you name it. But it was that bond that we were able to create that was real, that made the difference, and it turned out great for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he met his wife there. I always told her, I always give him a hard time. I said, man, you know, I need a hat or something. Met your wife, has a son, about to get married.
About to be a first round pick.
About to be a first round draft. So it's like, but it's humbling because, you know, you're just a vessel, man. We're all vessels here to do something bigger. So, yeah, but in recruiting, you know what? I love it. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to kids. I enjoy talking to people, connecting people, and there's nothing better than seeing a kid reach his potential. Like, that's the best thing in life. So that's why I'm passionate about it. And I wouldn't say I'm good, or I work hard at it. I believe in you. If you're gonna do something, do it right. Bust your tail. But I enjoy it. So you know, it doesn't mean I get everybody, but I want to. I expect to.
Right. I get
If there's a guy out there, why wouldn't you want to come here? I ask myself, if we don't recruit a kid, I'm gonna ask myself, what didn't I do? Because this recruits itself. I'm used to recruiting schools where you gotta makeshift and you gotta piece this together. No, you gotta look at it this way. No, this is it.
Right.
You know, this is one of the top 5 jobs, top 5 schools in all of sports. So I'm excited about that. I'm not trying to set myself up for failure, but I'm just being honest with how I feel.
Right. So one of the things that we just had Chris Partridge in, he was talking about, hey, look, he went in all the things you talked about as far as recruiting is concerned. He said another thing that is going to be a focus is cultivating areas. You know, guys have relationships. You develop relationships over time. Relationships are about repetition.
That's right.
And so, you know, consistency, follow through, follow up, and being able to cultivate an area allows you to do that. So other than Columbus, you know, other than Ohio, which we know you are entrenched in, what are some of the areas where maybe Al Washington, they're going to put you to say, hey, Al, we need you to cultivate these recruiting areas? Yeah,
you know, it's funny because Columbus, I'm from there. Ohio, I really haven't had the chance to recruit it over my time coaching. A lot of times I've been other places. So the areas that I've spent the most time in have been the Southeast, chiefly the Atlanta area. You know, I've been in the state of Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and I've been in the Pittsburgh area. I did a stint at Slippery Rock. Okay. So I was a
Michigan fans gonna love you.
Man, yeah. So I remember they do the score.
Every game.
Yeah, so I coached at Slippery Rock. So the Western PA area and that northeast part of Ohio is an area that I've kind of tapped in the past. But yeah, Chris is right. I mean, you gotta have frequency. You gotta have repetition. You gotta have all those things to cultivate things that are real. Like relationships take time. And like even when I'm here now, like I'm getting to know our guys now. And sparingly. I know my guys, but there's a whole, you know, other realm of guys I haven't had a chance to meet yet. But I'm not big in rushing it, and I think that the kids, they got to get to know me. You know what I mean? And so it takes time. And so recruiting is the same way. When you walk into a high school, the first time you go in there, whether you got the M on your chest or not, it takes time to develop that trust, and the kids feed off that. So Chris is right, and Chris is, you know, I mean, he's a hell of a recruiter and just an incredibly diligent worker. So, you know, he's a guy that I've looked at, man, and really picked his brain in terms of how he goes about it. But what I found was, you know, it's the same thing. It's hard work, you know, frequency, like he talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that stuff is important, and I think that if we can do that, you know, to the level that we expect to, I think we'll be very satisfied with what we have coming in here.